Welcome to the Holistic-Yogi podcast. I am your host, Kamala Ingrid, and today we will be talking about the 10-day Belly Bloat Reset with Stephanie Mills.
Hey, how are you guys? Thank you so much for joining the Holistic-Yogi podcast. Today I have a wonderful guest, and today we're going to be talking about the 10-day belly bloat. And Stephanie Mill, thank you so much for being part of the Holistic-Yogi. And I also wanted to, I'm very excited about this journey that you took. You look glowing, by the way. You look amazing. You look amazing. So tell me, your your outcome was amazing. So let's talk about the 10-day belly bloat reset and what brought you back, what brought you into it,
Yeah.
your experience.
What's my journey? Yeah. So I had been bloating for like ever. Like I bloat every day. And I fluctuate between what I eat, and sometimes I eat really healthy, sometimes I don't eat really healthy, but I'm constantly bloating. And I don't know, Kamala just kind of came into my life, and she was like, "Yeah, we have this 10-day belly bloat," and I was like, "Awesome!" Like, I need to try this, absolutely. So yeah, I started trying it, and within like the first literally 2 days, I wasn't bloating anymore. I had to eat a lot more than usual. I drink a lot more than usual. I don't hydrate very often, so drinking the broth. I made the broth. The preparation was such an important part to really like getting into this. And I was like, I'm gonna be very strict about all of it. Yeah, but I within the first few days, I wasn't bloating anymore. And it was the first like 3 to 4 days was that detox, and I was definitely detoxing.
Were you getting cranky? What were your experiences on the first 2 days?
I would say that my tummy was hurting a little bit, only because I was like definitely like I was, everything was just really coming out of my body, and I could literally feel like, like my skin was getting clear and stuff. But I definitely had like acne the first few days, and then that totally went away. So I could tell that my body was actually detoxing,
Yes,
which was absolutely lovely. But in that moment, you're just like, oh my God, my skin, my body.
yes. And
Yeah.
that's when I tell everybody the detox is an overall, like the body releasing a lot of stuff, detoxing
Yeah.
from all the crap that we eat and the stuff that we put in our bodies, the stress levels, everything. It's a combination of everything. So I'm glad you explained that too, that it detoxes the,
Yeah.
space and it gets
And
rid
then
of all the toxins.
Yeah. And then after that, I started to see, so I was kind of losing weight gradually. But then after that, kind of when I went into the fat burning stage, um, I started like, I started really getting into it, and I started really like paying attention to what I was eating. And I'm a pescatarian, so I was doing a lot of like, the tacos, like shrimp tacos and fish tacos on there. And I started making my own hummus, and I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna like buy hummus again. I'm gonna make this hummus.
Yes.
And one thing that I do all the time now is your power protein shake. I drink it every day.
Isn't it awesome?
I drink it every day in the morning, and it's just like it's like a routine and a ritual for me. And I've lost about 12 pounds so far since I started your program. And
Awesome.
I feel just so much better too.
You feel lighter,
It's
and
just
also your mind is
Yeah,
clear, right?
yeah, absolutely. And so what I've done is I've gradually kind of taken, it's like your program was like a prerequisite for like me changing my appetite and the way that I eat.
The way you look
And
at food.
yeah, absolutely. And so what I've done is I've kind of implemented, what you've taught me in your recipes, and I've kind of put it into my own, and I've just been still on that process of like the fat burning kind of stage.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been actually life changing, and I definitely feel so much better. And I just want to thank you for
You're
like introducing
welcome.
me to the program.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Like I said, and then there's no harm, as you see. You can extend them as long as you want. You can alternate, and you could give yourself a break and then go right back on it. It's not like some of these other programs that people get in that it's like it after a while it stops working. This is something that
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
No matter what you do, it works. But
Yeah,
it
and
is a commitment.
it's definitely a lifestyle change.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it was a prerequisite to me changing like everything about what I've been doing with the way that I eat, the way
Yes.
that I kind of like, and I've now been going to physical therapy as well. So I've just been getting stronger in my ability to do everything, like, and it's been a great cleanse for my body, which I
can see it.
absolutely
I
really
can
need.
see it. I haven't seen you in a while, and it's like now I've been talking to you on the phone and texting, but
Yeah,
I've not
yeah,
seen you, and your face is glowing. Awesome.
yeah.
And what did you think about the phase 3?
Phase 3, I don't think I got into it as much, because it was the hormonal.
Yeah.
I think I dabbled since I was like, oh, I really love this fat burning part. I ended up kind of like doing a few things in phase 3, but also doing it with the fat burning
Beautiful.
part.
Yes.
But I know that I really needed a big reset on my hormones as well. I mean, being a woman, like, and it was interesting when I even got into like my period or something like that. Like, I felt it definitely a big change in the hormonal portion of it, because usually like I'm crazy or I'm so emotional, but I could definitely tell like something had shifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things, and it comes into play for women that as they get older, like in their 40s and 50s, it becomes almost like our moods shift a lot as we are still in our cycle, but it affects us a lot, so we go through, some people have the premenopausal and all that stuff, some much earlier, others have it later, but it'll keep you from getting into that space. I'm 51 and I still have my period, but I don't get any of those hormonal scenarios because of the way I eat or my lifestyle.
Last month before I started this program, I mean, I was like, I vote because I had an IUD before, so I wasn't actually getting my periods. In the last year, I've gone on this spiritual journey where I'm like, I want to be a woman, I want to have my periods, I want to stop suppressing my body. And so I've been feeling my periods like 10 times more than I've ever felt them. And it's been such an emotional roller coaster. Like my PMS, I'm crying all the time. A commercial comes into play and you're just like, oh my God.
I know.
But I will say though, after this last period has been actually quite lovely. Like I didn't have to deal with such an emotional moment, and I definitely think it had to do a lot with my diet. And implementing the belly bloat for sure.
Yeah. I gotta say, one of the things that when people talk about when they're making a quick shift, number one thing is the mindset. Getting yourself into that mindset of like making those changes and knowing what it is that you want to achieve. Second, diet. Third, workout. That's like 90% is, 100% is a mindset, 90% comes diet. So diet and mindset are two main components to altering everything in your life, because what you eat also reflects your moods, your mood swings. Foods can affect you, can either dip you and whatever you're putting in your body, it's going to either bring you up or it's going to bring you down.
Yeah. And I've definitely felt more up recently.
Right.
Like, absolutely. Like I was going through a really tough time. I think when we first met and we had done like the Reiki, and I was just like, oh my God, like so many things were going on and my body was like failing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm 31 years old. What's going on? And I immediately, I think after we had met, I immediately started the belly bloat. Because I was like, something's going on. Like, I need my body to start like working for me, not against me.
Right.
And I went to the doctor and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm on detox or whatever. And I was just really nervous about what was going on and internally. And then, and then I kind of came out of this and like, and I did the belly bloat. Now I'm just like, I feel just so much healthier.
Awesome.
I just feel so much better, and I'm not bloating all the time. Like, that is just such a crazy thing. And even though I'm implementing like, now I'm just kind of putting things, back into my diet. Even now, I'm not bloating.
That's awesome.
Even now with the things that I used to eat, it's like a whole reset of my body.
Exactly. And you become more consciously what you cannot eat, and how if you wanted, then to how much you can. Because I love certain foods that I know I can't have. Like I love lentils. I love also, but there's a difference. I tend to have smaller portions. To still eat what I love eating and not allowing myself to get to that space. When I don't listen, then I know.
Yeah, and I've definitely felt that too.
Yeah.
And it's a great understanding of like what I can and cannot eat now. Before I didn't really know what it was. Like my tummy would be hurting all the time. But now that I've like implemented a healthier diet and I'm started, put cheese in or something like that, it's like, okay, it's like there's certain cheeses I can't have, and I know that now.
Yeah, no, and then it's like it's even now, even the same thing. Like you have vegan cheese out there that's really good. That's what I do. I
Yeah,
do a lot of the vegan cheese, and they're amazing. On top of that, they taste really good. You wouldn't even
yeah,
know. I give my guy always makes food for those that are non-vegan, and they always think that he's making something that's
yeah,
meaty or something, and
yeah,
usually what it is mushrooms and vegan cheese.
yeah.
They're like,
And nobody
oh,
would ever know, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is delicious."
they love it. They love it. And and the thing is that that particular has you got so many different recipes and how to mix it. You got so many ways of making different teas, and it gives you an idea how to take things and play with it on days you don't want always the same thing, which is pretty
Yeah,
good. I also
yeah,
gave you the glow, which is something I
yeah.
have on the side, and I wanted you to try because I'm on a membership as well with that one.
Okay, yeah.
How
I
did
started taking it.
how did you feel?
Yeah, I definitely have a little bit more energy. The taste is quite interesting. I tried it and I was like, what is this? It seems very familiar,
Yeah.
but I didn't look at the ingredients stuff. But I was like, I'm just gonna do it. But it definitely tastes very familiar. But yeah, but it tastes good. It doesn't even taste bad. I
Yeah,
was,
no, no,
yeah,
no. It's actually really good. It's part of Zelice, which is a company that I'm dabbling into, but I like it because I also feel like like I said, part of the 10-day whole thing is to kind of give somebody that energy, especially when they're feeling like there's, some stuff the body sometimes doesn't always process well. So some supplementations you can take may not be there. And this
yeah,
thing kind of balances, it brings the body back into homeostasis. So it's a
yeah,
wonderful way of balancing the body back into its balance. With all you got to do is take one and put it in one of these or in
yeah,
a drink and just drink it, and it's like it resets you, it opens you up, it keeps you focused, and
yeah.
it's all natural as well. So I thought I wanted you to try that. For you have 30
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it and see because I've only taken it twice. I think I just received it the other day, so I wanna see
one.
how it gradually goes. And yeah,
Just
and then if
don't take it
and
at
if it's
night.
giving me that energy, I'm like, okay, let's do this every month.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's a wonderful thing. So I wanted you and did you get my gift?
Yes. Oh my God, thank you so much for the T-shirt. It's so cute. I
Yeah,
love your little
thank you.
logo on it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Did it fit?
Yeah, it did. It
Okay,
definitely did.
awesome,
Yeah, and I
awesome.
love how like the sleeves are like up here. Like I thought that was so cute.
I was like, I hope I hope it fits her and all that stuff. Because I'm like, okay, let me get this stuff,
It's
and
okay. I'll just lose weight and get into it. We're already there.
that's
It
all
can
good.
happen.
I am so glad to see you. I'm glad to see you actually doing really good, and you've
Yeah.
lost all that weight. I love the concept of it. I also have the 10-day Belly Bloat for you. Any of those that want to that you may want to recommend, just let them know that you recommend them. I'm gonna post it on this video too as well. It's already up on my link tree as well and my Instagram, so you can recommend them to go there as well. And it's
Okay.
all included in. It's a program that I actually took away from the phone because I'm gonna eventually get it to the point where I just want it to be separate from
Yeah.
my app. So um, just download all the stuff because once you know what to do, you'll have
Yeah. I have everything printed out in a little booklet in a binder.
perfect. That's all you need. That's all you need.
It's
Because now you,
organized like that. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for kind of introducing me to this. Like it's honestly been life changing for
yes,
me. And I think I've been on this like maybe in like a month or 2 months now, kind of, a month and a half, I think, just been doing this. And it's honestly been so different. And like, I'm not really drinking anymore. And like, I'm really focusing on my body and like, I'm healing every aspect of myself. And you've played a massive part in that. And I really want to thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And that's also, when people are working so much with energy and everything, it's important that the body stays clean, like a temple. It moves
Yeah.
faster, allows you to elevate a
Yeah.
lot. And so,
And I could feel that my body prior to that was like filled with tar, and like I've had a lot of my boundaries were not up, and now it's just like I've set my boundaries, and like I don't feel like I'm really holding on to a lot of other people's stuff. It's just a
yeah,
lot
that's
of focus
awesome.
on me, and it's just really, yeah, just thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to let you know before we go, I have the rest and reset that's coming up on the 22nd, which is Thursday at 7:30 till 9. It's also kind of like similar. There's going to be a Reiki meditative kind of class which with breath work. So it's to release all the toxins, all the any trauma that's still embedded in our bodies. And if not, if you're not in that space, it just helps you kind of relax from anything that you're going through. And then we're going to go into the sound bowls at the end. So
Perfect, perfect. I have a lot of friends that are like into all of this that I'm just like, come with me, So I'm definitely gonna be seeing you soon with a few
awesome.
people.
Yeah, that one I'm going to be doing once a month. So that's going to come on the third week, I believe the third week of every Thursday. So this 22nd is coming up. And for those, it's also going to be posted on, I have Kamala Ingrid, if you guys want to go on Eventbrite there. For those that are my members, they have a special price on my link tree. All you have to do is look for Rest and Reset. So all right. All right, my love. Thank you so much for being part of the program and giving me the time to get a quick input on your journey. And let's keep shining, keep doing what you're doing because you're looking
Absolutely.
amazing. All
Thanks.
all right, my love. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining.
All right, thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. So there you go, everybody. This program is now available on my link tree as well. So I am going to put the information below this particular episode so you guys can go ahead and join and jump on into the reset. Also, remember, you can uh, do this thing anytime. If you have questions, I'm willing to answer them. Just all you have to do is DM me. Everything's on my link tree. There's ways of reaching out for me. So have a wonderful journey on this reset, and I'm here to help.